since the curse was cast. Everlight Kingdom, they're on a quest to save their ass. Journey with us as we tell you the tale. It goes down rough like a pure mountain nail. Everlight Kingdom, down at Everlight.
The road has been long. Cursed in the shadows of Mid-Valley, unmasking Big Pony in the library of Thethius, fleeing Slapdud Orbach's cruelty in Modo, reducing Bradford to ruin. Each step, each battle, each sacrifice, all leading to one place. Glaria, Institute of Magics, cradled within the gleaming metropolis of Chimmercross. They survived the fall of an airship, broke free of Black Vault Fortress, and clashed with royal huntsmen across different continents. And now, at last, their journey nears its crescendo. For there it stands on the horizon, glistening like an invitation. Chimmercross.
You guys arrive outside Chimmercross, and despite how well-traveled some of you guys may be, there is a general sense of awe that washes over you as you finally step foot on the beaches that lead to this fabled city that you've been trying to reach for a number of weeks now. You're tired, your feet are sore, but despite the anguish that's flooding through you, both from this curse and both from your long travel, you eventually arrive at the beaches near Everlight, where you can just hear the sounds of the ocean and distant seagulls off in the distance. And you arrive at a very, very large stone bridge that extends from the shores of the beach onto an isolated little island just off the coast. It's this gorgeous city with tall, like almost skyscraper-length towers and buildings, all very modern, sleek, and shiny, with just like literally thousands and thousands of people going about their business. And surrounding this island is this large, hazy blue dome that softly glistens in the sunlight. There are tons of people coming and going.
And like the dome, the magical dome, I'm assuming it's magic.
Yeah.
It extends, or like the bridge just going straight like through it, or is it
Yeah,
like
the bridge goes straight through it to like where like there's a little opening.
And I go, it's nothing, and I just keep walking.
You pass a number of...
I take my hat off, though, and I put it back.
Sure. Lucian, you might feel like a genuine sense of discomfort here, because this is essentially the opposite of where you grew up, where your home was nice and Icelandic and just tons upon tons of glaciers and snowy mountaintops. You are now on flat terrains, beaches, humidity, and oceans, just sort of with waves crashing against the bridge beneath you. The lesser fortunate of you kind of get like sort of uncomfortable, because this feels almost out of your depth a little bit. Like it seems like almost too nice of a city to exist in this pocket of this kingdom. And as you make your way across the city streets, you pass by numerous people all talking about different things, political beliefs. Make an investigation check for me to see if anybody's currently discussing anything that would be of any importance to you.
16.
16. As you're walking through, you hear people talking about their days and things going on. Like, oh my gosh, how's Cynthia been? Or we should go to lunch, knowing they'll never go to lunch. But there is, eventually you hear somebody saying that, sharing their belief that the kingdom of Orin is not going to be around much longer. And there's like a general distaste about that amongst the friends, and they're like trying to establish their point further, saying they believe the Ranyu Empire is soon going to consume Orin, and once they have Orin, their expanse will eventually reach to other kingdoms. And one of them inquires whether or not they think Everlight will ever fall into that grasp, and the individual says, no, we're stronger than Orin. And that kind of sends like a little bit of like a vein through your neck of just irritation, not fury, but you're just like, all right.
Yeah, this place sucks. How could they be stronger than Jordan?
Yeah, this place sucks. So no word on the flying.
There is no word on anything of interest to you yet.
I'm pulling the hood up.
Sure. So you take the hood from underneath your the collar of your armor and kind of put it up.
We're in Chimmercross outside of Glaria, right?
Yeah. So
We're not in Glaria yet.
no. So this is the largest city in the world. It is home to Glaria, Institute of Magics, resting beside the opposite side of a bridge. It's the definition of a thriving settlement, many stone and wooden buildings with numerous villages and neighborhoods, as well as industrial complexes that boast advanced technology, and it's larger than some actual kingdoms. Everything here feels new and clean, and the design of the city indicates sophistication and order. There are impressively armored guards standing at the gate as you walk through. There's no border check.
No fucking around.
There's no border check. They are they bear the same armor, Mac, that you remember Jacques wearing when you encountered him. In fact, you get the impression that this may be Jacques' home base.
I'm gonna be looking like that halfling still.
Yeah, well, of course you are. Yeah, of course. Otherwise, there would be definite concern amongst the crowd when a half ashy, half blown up, half dented orc just stumbles into the city. Unless you still have your human self, I'm assuming. And the rest of you guys, except for Lucien, are not really wanted. At least by anyone who matters.
Yeah, I'm stood up still, so.
So as you guys step in, you kind of look around and you see protruding from the center of the city, from where you are entering from the bridge through the little magical dome, an incredibly large tower. If you've ever played Oblivion, think of the Imperial Tower at the center. This thing reaches up so high, it actually does go through the dome and reaches up into the clouds. Hundreds and hundreds of windows surrounding it. It's very well made, and you can see wisps and magical aura floating about it. There's no doubt in your mind you have made it to the city containing Glaria, Institute of Magics.
Oh, so boring.
You say boring, but I mean that's rather impressive. A little ostentatious, but
I say it's all tricks, and I snap my fingers and have a little fairy float above my hand.
Yeah, you do create like a little bobble in your hand.
I bet I can do this.
Lucien creates like a little ice sculpture in his fingers.
Oh yeah? I go.
Your actual appears.
What are we here for again? Because a lot of
You get cured?
Hotel.
Because y'all talked to that guy and I wasn't there.
Oh, whoa. So according to him, the way to end the curse is to kill the person that cursed us. Which is... Were you there when we found that out?
Oh yeah, dude.
No, he was
super
outside.
evil.
No, when we found out originally who did it.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, okay,
but, so he's here somewhere.
All right, well, I say we go see my father, and I start walking towards my dad's house.
Okay. So you walk through the city streets of Glaria to some of the more like homely neighborhoods, just like a very nice area. It reminds you of your childhood. There's the community pool. It's all gated in. All the houses are 2-story. They all have the exact same look and design, almost like apartment buildings, but they're all little townhouses. There's very rich, pompous people walking about the streets wearing the finest designed clothes, wearing trinkets and amulets and baubles and garnets made of just the most expensive materials. Everybody looks just ridiculously punchable. You kind of are getting a little nostalgic for the place, and you approach the building that belonged to your father. You go up and you go up the steps to the door. It's been painted different from the last time you were here. Take the door knocker. Nothing happens for 2 minutes.
I open the door and walk in, because it's still technically my house as well.
You open up the door, and right as you do, there's a dwarf female woman. Can I help you?
is that your mom?
No, I was looking for my father.
I'm sorry, dear. I'm afraid you have the wrong house.
Are you sure?
Let's say you're a goblin.
What's the number?
120.
Are you sure they gave it to you right? Because this is only I live here.
Well, who
How long
are
have you lived
you?
here?
What was the last time you've been to Chimmercross?
About 2 years before.
So she tells you she's lived here for about 1 year.
Oh, okay. You know what happened to the previous tenant?
No, I got like some looks when I moved in. Nobody seemed to know anything that happened to him. Some people think he must have died of old age.
Oh, okay. Well, come on. Thank you.
Inside shit.
Yeah, you want to go for it? Go for it.
I have a +7 to it. 11.
She's definitely telling the truth, if that helps. That's about all you're able to deduce.
You think so? Can you tell us
I need to start doing
get enrollment into the college, and second, where we could go to stay for the evening?
So as for the college enrollment, no, it's really difficult to get in. It's kind of have to know somebody kind of situation, you know. However, if you need a good place to stay, I can actually recommend, and she gives you directions to a hotel. She goes, look for the one with a blue jay, as it's like hanging on a sign out front, like a sign of a blue jay dangling out front. That's the place you need to go. It's literally called the Blue Jay.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's go.
I'm gonna head towards the Vijay.
She waves you guys off.
Thank you.
She closes the door quietly behind her. You guys,
We don't want to kill this one though.
I
Right?
ain't killing
Nice.
nobody.
Sarcastically.
holster your guns.
But you didn't know I killed anybody.
I know that you've killed plenty of people.
Yeah. You know.
I want to go to the back
Pretty sure I've
side
seen you
of
kill a lot, like
wind up
several
around you
people.
dead.
I've
Yeah.
been
I wanna-
a murder hobo as well.
Yeah.
I want to go to the back side of the house and look for any thieves' cant symbols of what direction he may have gone.
Sure. Just make a little general investigation check for me.
7.
No, it looks like this house has been washed and cleaned recently. So any markings or anything like that have been erased. The rest of you guys make your way to the Blue Jay. It's very crowded. Lots of people sitting out at the dining tables outside. Now it's starting to actually get to sunset and getting a little antsy.
I'm inside, it should be fine.
Right, yeah, inside is fine, but don't go outside.
Not to address the
Well,
elephant in the room.
and don't go to
but
sleep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Everybody, not to address the elephant in the room, but he's gonna blow up in a few hours. So should we put him somewhere that we want to get blown up, or should we put him somewhere where he won't blow up?
Put him in like the
If he
ocean.
gets knocked out, does that count?
Can I take turns doing short rests in like...
You don't get anything back on short rest. You can burn some hit dice, but eventually you'll run out.
And knock
Well, you
him
can
out.
do that, but you're gonna run out of hit dice.
Or we could wait till he goes to sleep and move his body outside.
I'm not picking up a bomb.
What if we startle them awake? Alright, guys, carefully.
Maybe I just go to Glaria, say I explode when I wake up, see if they can put me in some sort of thing.
I mean, maybe that sounds like a horrible idea, but I mean, it's a thing.
Get me into Glaria.
Well, maybe not a university, but some doctor might be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, we got a sleep study over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Why is a sleep study in your home?
Don't worry.
You guys enter into the Blue Jay. It's very crowded. Lots of people here. There are beautiful chandeliers hanging above head. This is a one-story building. All the tables are fully seated, enjoying very fine cuisines, and a few people sitting around drinking the most expensive wines, and a few college students minding their own business, just kind of getting a little wasted, starting to act a little rowdy. There's a couple bars in the far left-hand side of the room, in the corner, playing instruments very loudly, singing at the top of their lungs, but it's very pleasant singing, so it kind of gives this place sort of like a very fanciful, beautiful atmosphere. There's a few desks where people are tending to different matters. There's also a bar. The front desk, as you walk in, greets you, goes, welcome to the Blue Jay, how can we help you?
I guess there's nowhere to sit.
We could all sit on like each other's lap.
I think we'll just go to the bar and order something. That's okay.
By all means, drink special of the day is, I'll tell you what it is later once I have it pulled up, but she tells you
That's
the drink
fair.
special of the day.
I'm gonna look around for a table that looks like it just got students at it.
Okay. You actually do see one that actually has only 3 students sitting at it. Each of these students are wearing matching robes. There's 2 guys and 1 girl, all similar in age and all human.
Guys, I kind of gesture to, or I cast message to you, telling you to follow me and Mac.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over towards that table. I guess presentation to clean myself.
Sure. Okay.
Stand out so bad, I guess.
Attempted to clean robe. It looks. It does look
Presentation, it's clean.
It's okay. So yeah, it looks okay. I misunderstood.
Presentation, you can completely clean or soil or whatever.
Okay.
It's just clean.
I did not know
For the first time ever
Okay.
in this campaign, it's clean.
Okay. Awesome. So that's a momentous.
And it doesn't
occasion.
stink because it's clean.
Right. It doesn't reek. Okay.
That's the
awesome.
main thing.
That's a big moment for you. And what are you 3 doing?
I'm
Stand here.
gonna start heading out since this is like the college's bar and start looking for thieves' cants kind of around the building and closer to the school.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
You can do
It's
it.
at 10.
10. You see nothing.
I want to sit at the bar.
Okay.
I'm just gonna listen for news.
Sure. Let's make an investigation check for me. Nightshade. You sit at the bar. You pull up a chair.
I'm gonna ask the bartender if he's heard of the guy's name that we're looking for.
He see you.
It's Professor Gladstone.
It's a tabaxi with a nicely trimmed mustache, hair pomade, slicking his hair all the way back, wearing a nice button-up shirt with a vest, polishing like a little drinking glass, and he says, no, we don't have any Professor Orinis who frequent here. A lot of the professors don't We don't really get many of the professors. They typically don't prefer to come around here. I think it's because they know this is kind of a dive bar for some of the students because it's the closest bar to campus, so they typically don't want to be reminded of that at work. So, and then you ask for Professor Gladstone, and he's like, I haven't seen Gladstone in a little over a year. Not really sure what happened to him.
You haven't heard any kind of news about it?
I think he may have moved. Nobody's seen or heard heads or tails of him, and we honestly just haven't we haven't really seen any of the staff at the college. We asked students to ask after him for us because he was kind of a regular, but I guess they just forget because whenever they come back, they're like, oh no, I forgot, we'll ask him another time. But with the turnover rate they have for students just coming and going, it's really difficult to gauge.
I only rolled a 10. But then I might talk to the bartender afterwards.
Sure, you hear a lot of conversations going on at this time. I mean, a lot of conversations. You occasionally hear what you think could be keywords for what you're looking for. You hear things that sound like Lucian, things that sound like Orin, things that sound like Dragon, but nothing that you can really pick up on, so you decide to go sit with Nightshade at the bar. Pebbles, you are outside looking for thieves' cants, looking for anything symbolizing your father's current location.
And I want to go try and find his old fence.
Sure. You're the one you're talking about fences and the person.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I wanted to find that one specific picket fence that he built. I don't know what I was thinking.
Such a private man.
He always stood behind that fence.
And yelled at his neighbor Tim.
You can only see his eyes.
See his eyes. There's not a tall man, my goblin brother.
We'll be right back with more Everlight Kingdom only on Alta Loom.
Hold on to your mountain ale. Everlight fans, your kingdom just got way bigger. We've unveiled a brand new official map of the Everlight Kingdom, featuring every major location from the world, including ones we haven't explored, from the snow-capped peaks of Modo to the glorious city of Chimmercross. This map is dripping with secrets, and now you can take it with you everywhere. The best part? It's totally free. Grab your copy now at altaloom.com and bring the magic of Everlight to your phone or desktop with our downloadable wallpaper versions. That's altaloom.com.
Everlight Kingdom is back, only on Alta Loom.
Francis on listen back. You guys approach.
I just want to pull a chair and sit down with the random people.
Sure. So there's two guys. One has sort of a buzz cut and he's kind of overweight. Another is, but the guy with the buzz cut also has a very thick beard. And the other guy is a very tall, skinny dude with long hair that is really curly and got some freckles on his face, clean shaven. He definitely seems to be the party animal of the group. And then one is a girl. She's got long blonde hair that are tied into pigtails. She's kind of, I don't know how to put this. You can tell she's looking for some action tonight. And they're all kind of fucking around, having a good time until one of their chairs gets pulled back. Francis, you and Mac, I'm assuming, as well.
Yeah.
Each sit down across from them. They look at you kind of confused and like.
What the hell was that?
They're just kind of like, hey.
We have just come in from out of town, and we were just looking to pass some time and meet some new people in the area that could maybe tell us a little bit about the college.
Let us stop you right there, dude. I don't have any clue what you're saying. I'm just here to have a good time, bro. I'm just.
Well, then let's have a good time.
See, that's more my language.
Milord wants to know about getting into the college.
The girl, as soon as you start speaking, just bursts into laughter. The other guy just kind of looks at the other dude, snickers, and they're like, I'm sorry, what? At this time, unless you have appeared behind them, they have not seen you yet.
I'll change my appearance to be a little bit, maybe to look somewhere between the two of them.
You want to? Can you change your clothes as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you want to change them to be college robes, or do you want to just be?
No, not that obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just young, human-ish like they are.
Yeah, just around their same age group.
I didn't see many young humans around there that were any dress, local dress, did I?
No.
No, I didn't think so. So I'm gonna pick something just kind of generic, still kind of
sure. Okay.
Shirt, you know.
Right.
Pants, a nice little big buckle.
Right.
Shiny boots, you know. Yeah.
Got some Nikes on.
Yeah. The waved hair back. And I'm just going to. I see you've.
Your waves.
Oh yeah. How those waves?
How wonderful. This is Percy.
I see you found my uncle and his friend. How are y'all doing?
They go, good.
This is Jackie.
They're very confused.
Can we be the Jackson 5?
There's only 3 of us.
Yeah,
I mean, the mom's back in the apartment.
We'll be 3 of them.
Jackson 3.
We'll be 3 of the Jackson 5.
I feel like we should start off with some drinks.
That'd be great. You buy?
I'm
gonna pull up a chair from another table. Sure. Backwards, down.
Right, like
even though I have my own chair, I'm going to stay to another one.
Are there like waiters walking around, or is it all just go and get your shit from the bar?
There's a few waiters walking around.
I don't wave one.
You wave down an elderly woman, sort of older looking, wearing the uniform matching the place. She comes up to you, carrying an empty tray. Says, "What you need, sweetheart?"
I would like to buy a round for the table. We will start with the young Fräulein here.
All right, cool. I'll have a stout, and the other 2 guys go, "Yeah, same actually." After the waitress jots it down, one guy looks to the girl and goes, "A stout, what the fuck?" And she goes, and she just giggles. She looks at it and she goes, "And what about you, gentlemen?"
I will have whatever is you're known for. I don't know what the drink of the area is.
Well,
What's your special?
Our personal best is the barbarian blend. There's no liquor in it, but
Would you say she is?
She's an elven woman.
I will have an apple teeny.
Okay.
And I'll tip my hat and it'll change me, like, flash it back to me. to Big Mountain Orc, back to the halfling.
She just kind of blinks and she thinks to herself, maybe I need to take my break. I've been here a while.
What is your strongest shot?
Now you're just trying to show off, old man.
We do carry silver ale here, but that's really
fuck that shit.
That's really strong. You gotta be really careful with it.
I'm familiar with it.
No, we don't do it. That's not in our repertoire.
She goes, "Oh, get it, bad memories."
I think we need 6 of those.
She goes gladly. On top of the apple teenies and everything, and one of the guys at the table goes, "Yeah, like taking over for you at this point." And
stuff for me too. Skip over me.
I didn't wave her away. She's still standing there.
You can give me a style like the rest of these ales.
Gladly. And
they've got to have good taste.
I ordered a regular drink and my shot. There's also ordered a shot for everybody too.
Yeah, so I'm getting your shot and an apple teeny.
She goes off. What do you guys do?
I cast message to them.
Sure.
Only pretend to drink it.
Yeah, you get that message, and then
I'm winking at you across the table.
The guys and the girls start kind of talking back to each other in more hushed tones, trying to drown you guys out as they continue communicating.
I'm sitting there just trying to, somewhere between the 2 of them, trying to just listen in on their conversation.
Okay, sure. Make an investigation.
I'm ignoring the shit out of them to play their message of not drink liquor.
Whatever, man. Good luck to you. Not for the drunken thing, because that's just not my plan. But do whatever you want.
But yeah,
put laxatives in.
I'm 16.
16. They're just kind of talking about they're just kind of joking about things. They're kind of starting some gossip between the 2 of them. The 2 guys are kind of talking about their jobs outside of campus, and the girl's just attentively listening. Eventually, she'll make a joke. Then she'll start talking. The guy's attention will be just drawn to her. While this is all going on, this is clearly a weird friend dynamic that they've got going here.
Eiffel Tower.
They're both friends and they're both after.
Yeah, there's clearly some chemistry between the girl and the skinnier dude.
Pardon my interruption, but I assume you are students.
Yeah.
What are your majors?
So I'm going for elemental magic. Says the overweight dude, and points to the 2 of them, and he says they are looking into illusionary magic.
My favorite.
The girl kind of slides her chair towards you, and she goes, "Really?"
Yes, I'm quite accustomed to the illusions around. I wish I could learn more. That's kind of why I'm here.
As you guys are talking about this, the waitress comes back. She hands each of you your requested drinks, and also sets down a tray in the center of the table with 6 shot glasses in a large crystal vase that's round at the bottom and kind of comes to a gradual point at the top that's slender. She takes the top off of it. She pours just a tiny bit into the shots, and as you see this, the liquid go, it almost looks kind of solid, almost like as it kind of hits the cup. It looks very there's a lot of shit in here. As they all finish pouring their drinks, the kids immediately go for the shots. The girl's like, I don't want to do this, and the guy's like, dude, I'll be fine. And the other guy's like, fuck you, you're such a fucking lightweight. And they kind of start bickering back and forth.
So I want to take my shot and then just kind of slow, like quickly lower under the table and cast minor illusion to make the same shot appear in my other hand.
Sure.
So I just do this and then lift it right back up and then take the nothing.
Sure, absolutely.
Actually, no, that sounds like a pretty good thing to do. I'll do that exact same thing.
Gladly. Okay.
I'm a simpleton.
This thing or my thing?
Your thing.
I'm a simpleton. I can't do that.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
He's so behind you.
8. You splash a waiter that's walking by. He's like, oh, what the fuck? And he gets really aggressive and he's trying to wipe the storms. Trying to stop with my kids, girl.
You want to take this outside?
He just storms off. He doesn't even acknowledge you. And as he walks off, he flips you the bird.
What a douchebag!
So as this is going on, the guys and girls are still trying to take the shot. The dude downs his. And
cheers!
You see him just go.
As I hit mine with no expression.
Yeah, and the overweight dude at the table looks at you guys and is like, man, these guys are hardcore.
It's almost as strong as the stuff my mother makes back in the homeland.
He goes, kind of mockingly goes, oh really, and where's the homelands, Fräulein?
You cannot talk to my sire like that, okay?
As you say that, they laugh their asses off. Like they are having the time of their lives with you guys.
So,
bunch of old fogies.
How about this? How about we go shot for shot, okay? And then we see who the real Fräulein is at this table.
And the guy goes, absolutely.
The girl could drink you under the table.
I mean, she is lovely, as I point directly to him. I mean, she's a lovely young one. I mean, you can tell. I mean, look at the rosy cheeks and all, but...
He also blushes and kind of flicks his hair back, playing into it. Right. So they go, yeah, fuck it, let's do a drinking contest. Pebbles, you outside are kind of looking around for the fence for your father. You approach where he usually would be stationed. You go into his house, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It's much more sectioned off, much more isolated. You kind of have to go a little far out of the ways to get to it. Eventually you approach what kind of is like a trailer almost. But it's a nice one, like it's in a nicer neighborhood, but it's not really well put together. This is clearly the closest thing this town has to slums. It's not too terribly far a walk away from the Blue Jay, but you do have to walk for a little while. Eventually you approach the trailer that he belongs to. You walk up on the little porch outside, you tap on the door, you wait. Door handle clicks, slowly slides open, and you do see the fence that belongs to your father. And as he sees you, he goes, he clearly looks like he's getting ready for bed. He goes, what, can I help you?
What happened to Professor Gladstone?
He kind of adjusts his eyes and he's like, oh shit, Pebbles?
Yes.
He goes, oh my gosh, and he holds his arms out and invites you to come with him. He is also a goblin.
Yep.
And he says, come on, Goblin Law says you gotta give me a hug.
Hug him.
You guys embrace, and he goes, oh my gosh, you're so grown up now. It's unbelievable. Have you married?
No.
Good. Don't. He goes, that's why I live here. And he goes, come in.
So what happened to my dad?
He steps in, and he stops in his tracks. He slowly turns around and looks back at you, and he goes, slowly closes the door back, and slowly walks up. He goes, when was the last time you talked to your dad?
It's been about 2 years. He wanted me to pull off this grandiose heist just like he has all these years. And I set out for that, and now I'm dying. I need his help.
Well, you'll probably be able to get his help real soon. He's dead, Pebbles.
Dead, or...
Like dead. Like I've seen where he's buried dead. And as soon as this happens, you hear screaming from the distance. Okay. It's difficult to place what this screaming says or what it means. It's very loud. Both of you turn around and you listen. All of a sudden, all of Chimmercross becomes the dome turns from a soft blue to a bright, like just searing, like almost like orange. And you finally hear what people are screaming. They are screaming the word dragon.
You've been listening to Everlight Kingdom. Game mastered by JT Fondren. Music by Travis Savoy.